some black forces. He came to box. He was dragon punching. I hope y'all ready for the next match. Hope you're ready. It's gonna be a good one. Coming to the stage, Nigel.
What's on the phone? What's on the phone? Why are you on your phone?
So is he trying to get service?
Oh, that's dude from the last intro.
Oh, he's taking pictures. He's taking selfies. He's taking selfies.
Yo, he's on Instagram Live right now.
Oh my God, my man's. He said, "I'm making content out of you." Panda, I'll make content out of you, dog. Hold up now.
Oh, with the JoJo shirt, is that a JoJo reference?
Is that a JoJo reference right there? My man feeling himself, taking the phone out. He said, "This is gonna be a night to remember." Okay, make sure I have all the images ready. He's at the ready. By the way, Nigel might be known as a Balrog to some people, but he is a Bison player through and through. I saw him before. I was like, bro, you're gonna switch your character like that?
Okay.
But let's switch over.
His opponent. You see a lot of him on Twitter. You see him all over the place.
On TikTok too.
Making his way to the stage, NEPHEW.
I think he got it wrong. Wait, where is he? Where is he?
Where is
he?
he?
Y'all need to get your act together back
Where did he go?
Who's controlling these cameras?
What's happening? What's happening?
Did someone pull the alarm?
Where the lights
The
at,
lights are
man?
on. What happened? Where's the opponent? Oh, it's not NEPHEW. It's Dark
Okay.
The Hood.
Oh, God.
This man.
Yes.
Darkness
Give me that
incarnate.
Yes, look at that face.
This is not longer NEPHEW. You might have fought
All I
NEPHEW
see in his
person.
eyes is violence.
Hey, make some noise for that man.
You don't want peace, only problems. That is Dark NEPHEW. That is not a man anymore. He has succumbed to the darkness. What you might have fought in the other bracket might have been NEPHEW. Might have been soft, quiet NEPHEW, the person that talks smack
Man's got
in
the cloak and
lowercase.
everything.
But this person is different. This is Dark NEPHEW. Oh my God. Good luck, Nigel. My man is hooded up, dog. He about to cast a spell. That is of your demise.
Okay, so let's presume Dictator versus Colleen. Tell me what you think about that matchup.
Bro, as a Dictator / Bison player, I don't like that matchup at all. She still has a lot of good tools to deny the pressure of that character. You do have the blast, but many other buttons are taken off the table. And if your sequences are red, that's an easy parry situation. Plus, her buttons just outrange Bison in a lot of situations too as well. We saw other players throughout season. I mean, hell, in Street Fighter League Japan, you see Gogoro and them fighting for his life against like Mizuha and stuff like that. You know, you can see the stress on his face. He even got the victory. It's like, dang, that took a lot of work. I do think it's a little bit less strenuous because of V-Ship. Okay. But it's still a difficult time. Good luck to Nigel. Then again, we've seen a lot of upsets, so I'm not going to prophesize nobody's demise out here. Anybody in this top 8 can take the tournament. Check the crowd. Check the crowd.
Yo,
right
we're really checking how people feel right now. I hope everyone at home is feeling good. I hope you're liking the stream so far.
Bro, y'all better be loving this. This is offline. I don't want to hear nothing from your mouths. You got people out here. You got people out here in person. No longer no Twitter beefs and stuff like that. I see me on CFN for 10. You know what I'm saying? No. We out here. Slugging out in person where you can see the person, you can smell their sweaty ass armpits. You know what I'm saying? This is the real deal. We are back offline.
And no excuses anymore.
No excuses.
You can't complain about the packet loss. You can't talk about your ISP.
None of
All that matters is that your links is crispy.
Yes, sir. Oh, you got the bars? Let me find out. Let me find out, bro. You put Lawry's on your food. Let me find out. It ain't just salt, baby. Come on now. But let's see what it do out here. This is about to be a very spicy match right here. Very flavored match. You know, NEPHEW, maybe more of a more lame style of Colleen play, but it definitely has worked out for him. Not when he fought Mono. I feel like that style actually was for Mono. He was like, bro, I'm the predator and you're the prey in this situation because you back away. I apply all that V skill. I build up that V bar, and you're just giving me 2 V triggers plus a zoning. It just makes you in a worse position.
Yeah, I think the difficulty with that is when you're in a situation like that, the question is always, the player who is in the worst situation for the hat that they like to wear, do they switch the hat and approach things differently? Or are they stubborn about it and try to enforce their will upon the match and say, no, I'm the one? When it was top 16 with Mono, NEPHEW lost the hat. That's why we got Dark NEPHEW.
That's why
we replaced the hat with the cloak.
If this were a less official broadcast, I would ask him to put Dark Neff by the name. Dang, I should have asked him to do that. That's not even Nephew anymore. This person has ascended. Will they ascend to the cause right here? Nigel is no small threat out here too. He is ridiculous. Again, the Bison pick been making that work happen. Even though he's made the switch, I feel like he's made a lot of magic with this character come through. Like, you got Dr. African helping you, training you to be a protege, and actually now maybe on the verge of making it further than Nephew. I'm sorry, further than Dr. African to fight Nephew, if you can get through Nephew.
That's when the I left you, I was but the student, now I'm the master.
Now I'm the master.
That's when you're at that point.
I would, bro, no offense to Dr. African and also Nephew, but that would be an amazing story to see Nigel move through the bracket, past his, maybe his teacher, his sensei, over somebody who is been at the top. I would say probably maybe West Coast, probably top 3 strongest, or maybe strongest with Chris CCH. Players out there to move over that kind of person. Again, it's going to be the Bison versus Colleen pick. Nigel versus Nephew. I'm sorry, my bad. Dark Nephew. Yes, it's Dark Nephew. The man that talks smack in lowercase. Bro, that comment was so funny. When someone said that, I was like, you fouled for that one.
Oh, okay. The dash is already checked.
Let's also check the background. They play on the train stage. Y'all foul for that one. Come on now. We don't see this for 2 years and y'all can't play on a different stage?
That's the most evil part of Dark Nephew.
You're right. He was like, you know what? Let me go to the
We don't
train
even get
stage.
the new grid.
Oh my God. Not even with the good music too? Oh.
All right. Nephew in the driver's seat, slowly trying to push us out of the corner. Look at the way that Nephew elects to disengage and get away from that scissor kick pressure once they are not in the opportunity to continue to press the offense. EX scissor to bulldoze through that neutral. Keep pushing us back to the corner. The low checks catching Nephew trying to walk back. I'm sorry, why are you hitting buttons? You should not be. I am Dictator. My plus frames matter.
Ooh. I was going to talk about how these sequences are amazing, but now Nephew with the activation card. And the whiff punish right there. The challenge, though, from Nigel did commit. Oh, no, the trade combo. The sun is rising. Delay rise. Goes low. Nephew was not even steps ahead. He was flights ahead. My man got red, and he's about to get that bread. That is a W on the side of Nephew. Oh, my God.
Okay, Saint. Okay, Cola.
Wow. When you see how I act like that, I got to run the bar. Let's bar him up, you know what I'm saying? But Nephew with that comeback with the V-trigger, and not like, people say, well, what's a robbery? He got robbed.
No, it wasn't.
Nephew outplayed Nigel in that sequence.
And Nigel was making some good calls. The delay rises to get around all of these fireball setups with the falling ice hail was good. It got around some of these more difficult mixes, but Nephew just kind of won the ground game when it happened. Nigel had about a half life lead now. You got to deal with the EX trap mix in the corner. Gets thrown through the tick throw.
Fierce does it again. The interruption finds the crush. V-trigger on the deck.
Why you reaching?
EX connects, and that's going to be the arm breaker stun. It's not done, but Nephew, my man with the, he's going for the mix.
Oh, is that the mix?
Kick.
We blocked the cross up. Okay, but look at the tendency to slide activate. Every Dictator is going to want to do it, so we have to raw activate because he knows EX scissor. We're pushing forward. No, you should not have tried to bust out. Hold this bomb. Now we got the back throw. Right into the Psycho Axe. Yeah, we want to keep him in place because we want to deal with the bomb trap. But the drop, was it a drop or was it a meaty reset? I don't quite know, but Nephew was ready to hit the button after the fact. Only a little bit of life left. Blocks the Psycho Crusher.
But meaty kick finds a javelin and the win. That was super close situation right there. Nephew trying to get real cute. But Nigel making this gameplay look ridiculously, I was going to say ugly, but I guess it ain't ugly because that mix was great until the drop.
Oh my God.
Okay, the drop was ugly. Actually, I should say, that drop was a little bit ugly. Could have been a lot better. Nigel actually put the mix right back on him and said, listen, you ain't the only one that got it with V-Trigger. At the same time, though, I do feel like if Nigel commits a little bit more, we see the light jabs coming through, not enough commitment in terms of the counter situations. He could find a lot more, whether it be in the sending unit punch into like scissor kick or whatever, scissor kick or whatever. Going to the ball rod. Is this the move? I mean, we talked about how bad the matchup is for Bison, right?
Right. We talked about that at length. Our expectation was that we were going to see the Dictator all the way through.
I mean, he lied to me. I was like,
it's always interesting when something like this happens, right?
Yeah.
You want to carry the character forward, but when you lose with a new character, there's always that calculation that happens in your mind. Is it do I let it all ride on this, or do I go back to what I want? How bad will I die as a Dictator player, or do I want to live as a Dictator alt?
That's kind of true. That's kind of fact. See what happened with that. I feel like Nigel again going to this pick might feel more comfortable. That's the challenge, and he's not like he's not practiced against a lot of ball rod players. Not like he doesn't understand the matchup himself. Runs the EX, they chase down the backdash up from Nigel, staying defensive. Now with offense. Ooh, lucky that wasn't a crush.
Ooh, so utilizing the rush punch from these ranges where even the V-Trigger empowered standing fierce is not actually the longest reaching thing on the screen right now. Nice hit confirm. We got the follow-up off the V-skill. The throw to get the round now for Nigel.
The shift in pressure is from defense to offense has been ridiculous from Nigel. He'll like back up a little bit, wait things out, let NEPHEW waste a bar, then go with the EX rush punch, and that's also a situation that makes this character difficult to deal with. When the EX bar is at the bottom, you're worried about so many things. EX low, EX rush punch. And then the -4 situation, though, is not what you want to do unless you space it out right. NEPHEW with the punch on the deck, the Parabellum with the corner push. And the throw, put him in a coffin.
Right. Oh no, why were you reaching? But he didn't believe in the standing short, it looked like.
So the challenge after the -4 situation again. Nigel too far out. That throw was not even close. What is my man grabbing? His demons.
Oh, what was NEPHEW grabbing though? Nigel walking all the way back, and now we got the trigger activation. This is the V-Trigger 1, but we went for the reset in the most obvious location. You know NEPHEW is gonna hit that 3-frame, and you quick rise here. Nigel was delay rising as Dictator, but quick rising here.
But NEPHEW aware and awake, baby. Runs that throw.
Okay.
Counts the dash in again, getting the low and the dash up throw. I'd love to see some EX uppers from Nigel, or just some sort of anti right there in these spaces, but it's an EX bar. NEPHEW spinning his.
Oh, the throw again, really establishing throw has consistently been the first option NEPHEW is going to in that knockdown situation.
Mid-screen, smart to take if you're Nigel. Can't take too much more though. Be reversal immediately or the anti-stun situation. I like that. Yeah,
that was the perfect spot for the anti-air.
And especially with the range on V-Trigger activation. Makes it a lot easier. And NEPHEW knowing when to block too. That might have been bad if he had tried the anti-air right there.
Right, Nigel sitting fully loaded, and look, that V-Trigger is on deck. If the wrong hit comes out, oh, that should be able to, no, the combo drop. I want to eat some chip, exactly that much chip, but NEPHEW knew!
He knew! One touch, and the throw will seal it. NEPHEW.
Here's what was brilliant about that, right? I'm in the middle of articulating. I'm like, look at all that bar. Here's the strategy for Nigel to win. You need that big V-Trigger activation, and then it's one guess. There's exactly enough life. You've got all the resources to cash out all the damage. It's what we all associate V-Trigger 1 loaded boxer with. So what does NEPHEW do? Watches for the V-skill and hits the button. Bringing out that 3-frame.
The wild thing is, I feel like we get into our minds a little bit, like Street Fighter 5 players will get in their minds a little bit, like, oh, there's V-Trigger on the deck, I will lose or I will be robbed or whatever. Dealing with it, working around it, finding ways to delete that off the table is how you find success. You contain the chaos of this game. That's why NEPHEW is on game point. He is containing the chaos not only of the V-Trigger, but this character. As I said though, I do have runs of commentator's curse and Nigel's coming back, but just like that, NEPHEW with the activation.
There's the delay rise again. I like that NEPHEW elected to add another layer of the fireball, wanting that mix-up specifically. Okay, the air-to-airs. NEPHEW has the slight life deficit right now, but is very much the one driving here. Are we going to see no V-skill cancel this time from Nigel?
Jump back.
Ooh.
Nice little fadeaway in play by Nigel. He's got the lead. We saw him work when he's got a lead and help, and it usually is better for him. Got him caught up in the corner. The bar is being built up. Look at that max range. Easy to do when you got him caught up in the corner, but the crush gets him out. V-Trigger activation off of the target combo. And the follow-up is checked. This is you can't react, but you offline. But you offline, baby.
And
that's a buffer, but still.
But that's the same situation, right? The big money play is that ice skates into the low, short, low, fierce target combo for the big damage to close it out. Ooh, the whiff punishment.
And you see NEPHEW set out the range for the rush punches right there to find that. EX, yeah, go for the back throw off to the V skill, the KKB. Bro, immediately after you whip a button, NEPHEW's so ready, puts a Parabellum on him.
Okay, we're going for buttons this time, but Nigel not dissuaded, still willing to take the throw. We got V-Trigger on deck here for Nigel. Okay. Straight into activation. We just want the plus frame situation. Are we going to go? No. So thoroughly dissuaded from trying to cheat something out with the V-skill.
Have to be careful.
All right, the whole V-Trigger gone just on block. And why are you reaching?
Again, the extension range on this V-Trigger. One touch. You know, Nephew can see with the crouching medium kick, a light, and
there it is.
Right there to catch a walk back.
That crouching medium kick has been such a money button for Nephew in this matchup. I feel like every time we're closing out by those tense moments, it's the low forward.
It is a great closer button because if you're catching them walking back, it's easy to throw that sucker out. Nah, as the middle too. Big crush though from Nigel. He needs this for the stun. Doesn't want to get it done because Nephew coming through the activation, knockdown, a delay rise. And Nigel waking up with violence.
Right, I think a back throw might do this with the gray life being where it is. Nephew overcommits.
Why you say it like that?
Why?
Why you say it like that?
That's just a little bit disrespectful.
He's in his corner. You see he's in his corner. He's
casually in his corner too.
Yeah, casually.
Man's is laid back.
Hey man, fight back. Hey, fight back.
Somebody get him some popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn, a seat for his feet because he's just vibing right there, trying to give Nigel some love because he needs all the love he can get right now. He is still down a game. Nephew is on game point still, but it's been staved off for a little bit. Nigel in these challenges and with punishing Nephew right back. Nephew got to stop dropping some of these combos or dropping some of these sequences that allow him to get opened up.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those execution mistakes from Nephew that I feel like you can't discredit their impact on the matchup. Not to take stuff away from Nigel. I don't want to speak ill of Nigel, but if Nephew had played that game cleaner, would it have been the same result?
At the same time, like, you know, you're a strong competitor because you're able to get those punishes going. And now Nephew, oh man, as soon as I say he's looking super strong, we're going long. All the way to the other side of the screen, V-trigger. Try to go for the overhead. Nigel keeps going for that. Either Nephew interrupts or he finds a punish. Now Nephew with V-trigger on the deck. Challenge. The V-trigger or speed skill. EX. The finesse and bless. Puts him to rest. Oh my God.
It feels like Nephew is tunnel visioning a little bit, and you can see some desperation, a little bit scrambly right now. And Nigel is getting the better of the scraps.
I mean, that character's pre-built for scraps.
Exactly.
It's a lot of damage. It doesn't matter what matchup he's in, he can still get that victory because of the damage output that he has. Nephew with the corner carry. Colleen was completely in a couple position in the corner and work her magic. Parabellum on him, trying to get that stun. Tag. That crouch spear is too far out. Nigel gets the crouch spear plus to be out of there.
Okay, trying to cycle in the stand short, it looks like his Nephew. Trying maybe to be a little bit less committal in some of these spots. Finding the V-trigger activation. Now we got the good buttons. Uses the fear reversal because doesn't want to deal with the fireball trap. That crouching jab did so much damage.
The damage from that was ridiculous. So was his fears, but nothing.
No confirm on a crush counter fears.
Maybe too far out. Yeah, they're trying to find out. The crouch mini kick would like to open him up with the javelin. Maybe for that corner carry position, but it's all winding down. The challenge from Nigel.
Oh my
God. He runs the target combo. Nigel waking up the bull run pick. Doesn't want to do it. Evening out the score, bro.
I think Dark Nephew needs to see the light. We're seeing choosing violence, playing a little bit scrappy. The control that we were seeing that got Nephew these first two games is slipping away. We're seeing execution mistakes. We're seeing a lot more of like less willingness to just block it out, really relying on like these stand short checks, the crouching jab mashes through, and like I just said, Nigel is getting the better of these scrambles.
Nigel, not maybe the pick for a lot of people besides, you know, his own. Coming through against Nephew would be a huge upset. But again, that's not to say that he is not a strong competitor, but this would be a big way for him to show out he is with Nephew on game point. Careful with the whip punches that could come through. Back heavy kick, no crush though. The buffer again from Nigel coming through with the rush punch. -4, well spaced.
Nigel's playing so patient right now, and Nigel has become the one dictating the pace on the screen, slowly walking Nephew back to the corner. Nephew really fishing for counter hits, but Nigel is trying to play on the back foot. Nephew does find the hit here. There is the V-trigger activation.
Yeah, okay. Hold back throw, definitely mid-screen. Don't want to take a counter in his situation for the corner carry. This time, goes for the empty. This time again, trying to get the heavy kick. Didn't work though. Nephew with the punish, the dash up too.
Skating all the way on him, but why are you reaching? The fantastic poke paying off here for Nigel. We need one more guess for it. A back throw will do it, or the rush punch. Nephew was reaching for something. Nephew feels like they're playing desperately.
I think the idea is that you're so afraid of what could come from this character. It's understandable, right? But also Nigel's placement of the medium punches has been pretty good. And some of these buttons have been whipped and punished. You know, it's not easy to punish crouch meeting kick all the time. It's not easy to whip punish every single time. Especially someone that spins their economy of butt like that very well. But Nigel is doing such a good job of that. Is on set point to send out Nephew. Here's the punch, so on the -4 situation. Wasn't well placed. I'd like to see Nephew back up a little bit and forth, change that position to make those rush punches whip a little bit more, and find punishes. Yeah, that's punishable. Didn't have V-Trigger to deal with that. Not sure why he went for the target combo.
All right, we have V-Trigger on deck now for Nigel. And here the tick throw game opening up now for Nephew. Wants to go for throw. We're going to see throw a lot. The backdash, though. Nigel finally did something besides take the throw.
One more touch here for Nephew. Needs it, but here's the activation. This is what you worry about all that far at the bottom. With this character with V-Trigger. Do not need to get opened up here.
Ooh.
Yeah, hold that throw.
The throw game opening.
Yes, he's out of it with the vanity step.
Oh, 30 seconds left on the clock, and V-Trigger on deck from Nephew. If Nephew finds the right activation, even on block, that's going to make this super difficult for Nigel. But Nigel has full CA, but the rush punch gets blown up. We are going to the last round.
We're going to final game, final round. Nigel versus Nephew. Either way, this has been ridiculous. Even if Nephew takes this, Nigel playing ridiculous, but Nigel taking this would be a gigantic upset. Either way, this has been to the wire. And again, but pre-COVID, maybe it was like, there's no way to evenly match. But now, Nephew coming back, Nigel coming back just like that.
Has the slight life lead, and Nigel, this is a good spot for Nigel to be in. I think you can slow down a little bit, go back to that rush punch style as long as you place it well, force Nephew back to the corner, and just keep with this back and forth across the screen.
I like this. Again, Nephew,
Oh, no.
that happens with a parallel, don't reach. Too far out, Nephew losing a lot of health. No
sweep on block because of the first hit whiff.
Trade, get the Fierce, reversal immediately from Nigel. He's in the lead.
A low forward, but he doesn't confirm afterwards. Oh my god, turns it into the shimmy.
Fold him like an omelet. Gotta finish the job. The trade.
Oh no!
Fourth Nephew. One more touch.
V-Chip gets jabbed.
Nephew is gonna take this over Nigel in a clutch game. Darkness! Still with him. He still got the hood on. He still got the, he didn't take it off. He's still dark Nap. He still didn't take it off. He believed in the darkness. It had brought himself to the light of that match, but that was a tight match. Give some love to Nigel out here.
Yeah,
Give some gigantic, he deserves it. This dude